My time to shine. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
And welcome inside the Crosstown Showdown. It's Rochester Adams and Stoney Creek tonight on Full Court Prep. The girls' game is in the books. Stoney Creek won that by 7. And the Cougars will look for a sweep as the boys try to get one tonight against Adams and pull the upset against a club that's coming off their best win, Sam Stick Day, back on Tuesday night against Ferndale. 12-6 now are the Rochester Adams Highlanders.
Yeah, a 12-6 and trending up. When we were talking to their coach this afternoon, they talked about that loss to West Bloomfield, how they all had a team meeting in the locker room, and it was just kind of one of those meetings where the bubble burst. Everybody could let their shoulders down and start playing basketball the way they know how, and that's exactly what they did against Ferndale. So they're coming in looking to keep that momentum going, especially rolling on into the state tournament.
Meanwhile, it's a Stoney Creek team that had their best win of the year, maybe against Berkeley, a 15-point win at home just a couple of weeks ago. They've been able to really not find as much consistency on the offensive end, Stick, but they do have a defensive principle and program here that they feel good about in trying to go for the upset tonight against their crosstown rival.
Yeah, they love the man-to-man defense. They love the physicality of it, and they love taking on that personal challenge. And then when you talk about the scoring side, you got to talk about Trey Walker III. Well, I'm disappointed. He should be number 3. I don't know how Trey Walker III is number 4, but that's what the jersey number that he wears. He's the leading scorer for him, and he's going to get things going.
Now, you look on the other side, and coming off a big win like that against Ferndale, I know this is another big game. It's a rivalry game, but it's also against a team that you're highly favored against. How concerned are you tonight about how Adams responds in this game under Isaiah Novak, their fine first-year head coach?
Well, what you don't want to do is get in the habit of bad game, good game, bad game, good game. You want to start stringing together all the good games, and this is a great opponent to do it against. Plus, you know it is a rivalry game, so there's got to be a little bit of extra in your tank as well. As much as Stoney Creek wants the upset, Rochester Adams wants to continue to grow and prove that they're a team to be reckoned with.
When you talk about Adams, you talk about Peter Kardassis, the 6'2" guard, and a guy that is really a do-everything guy for him, takes charges, three-pointers. He's going to be leaned on quite a bit tonight. 24 points against Ferndale. Kardassis is a special player, and so is his backcourt mate, Will D.
Yeah, definitely. And what I love about this team is on defense, what do they get if they get a charge, Chad?
Milkshakes.
Milkshakes. Yes, that's the reward if you take a charge. If you take 2 charges, you know what you get? A whole Happy Meal. And that's what's amazing. You know, these guys have really come together. They love to play basketball with each other, and they're starting to gel as a team. And when you got guys that are taking charges for milkshakes, you know it's going to be a fun night.
The supporting cast around Trey Walker for Stoney Creek, a guy that's gone for 20 points several times his last 8 games, you're looking for that number 2 guy tonight, and that hasn't always been somebody that Stoney's been able to rely upon. Who are you looking to be that guy?
Tommaso Sinicola, that's the guy. I mean, he's really kind of their number 2 when they need it in a pinch, and he's kind of the guy you want to step out. He's a gym rat, so you know he's got the stamina to play all 4 quarters and really be a difference maker. And sometimes in these games, there's those guys that just pop out at you, and Spencer Beckman is another guy I'd look out for. When we asked Coach to identify somebody, that's the guy, 6'5", 260. He's ready to move some people down on that post.
We saw him in the football season. He's a Division I prospect, and we'll see all the players on the court tonight at the Arena. The Crosstown Showdown about to get down on this Friday night. Thanks for choosing the Prep. We're back with the start of tonight's game right after this.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
How about it? Take a bow. Even the officials are dabbing her up. What a great rendition of the national anthem. And if you took the over on that, you won.
That's my second favorite national anthem that we saw this year. Remember Grosse Pointe South? They had a student playing the electric guitar, sounded like Jimi Hendrix.
Yes.
That was a phenomenal national anthem this year.
Sure was.
Love it when the high schools put on.
Yeah. Well done. Let's meet the starters for tonight's ball game. And we'll start first with these Stoney Creek Cougars, 5-13 on the year under Jeff Oland, Central Michigan Chippewa. They'll start with Evan Woodward, a guy that's a Saginaw Valley State baseball commit. Their big man who they count on to rebound and screen at a high level. Christos Marcellus is one of the starters as well. Jonah McKay, you see Jonah McKay, guy that they rely on for rebound, hustle, and defense. And you'll also see Trey Walker. Trey Walker, a guy that had 24 points earlier, the brother of former Stoney Creek Cougar. Last 8 games averaging 20 points, and he's their leading scorer and assist man. Head coach is Jeff Oland, assisted by Caleb Towns and Alex Estefan. And now the starters for the Rochester Adams Highlanders. Ryan Kalishaw will get the nod at one of the guard spots. Jake Andrzejak, another guard. Peter Kardassis, guy that can really shoot it, their best player. 24 points against Ferndale in their win back on Tuesday night. Aaron Troxel is another starter. Wears number 20, 6'2". And Will D, the guard, a guy that's so good in ball screens, 17 points the other night against Ferndale. And one of the stars and straws that stir the drink. For Isaiah Novak in his first year, grad of Bishop Foley at 05, and assisted by Bobby Conti, Tommy Heyman, Matt Stefani, Mike Stefani, and the great Paris Pereira. So, look, 5 seniors on this team, headed by D and Kardassis. Strong leadership. They demand more out of their team. Tonight, what do you demand if you're their leaders, trying to hold off this starving Stoney Creek team that's hungry for a win tonight in the arena?
I mean, I'm just going to quote the coach, energy and toughness. That's what they need to bring to the table tonight, especially if you're playing a team like Stoney Creek, who you know is not going to quit in this rivalry game.
No, sir, these two teams did not play last year. We are off and running. Adams left to right, quick shot up, no, that's from Troxel. The rebound up, good, and the foul. And that's Peter Kardassis, who doesn't take long to introduce himself to the home of the Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, Troxel's shot was dead on, just a little short, and it bounced right to Kardassis. 6'2", able to get it up and off the glass, and to the free throw line he goes.
To complete the three-point play, no. And here we go right to left. Here comes Stoney down 2-0. This is Trey Walker the third, right wing 3, no from Sinacola. And a foul on Adams on the rebound attempt.
Yeah, you're going to get a reach-in foul on Peter Kardassis there. Just getting a little too excited. He makes that first bucket, and that adrenaline's pumping. He reaches in and gets the foul.
It's an offense. It's 5 out or 4 out, 1 in. A lot of motion, read, and spacing for the Cougars. Look down low, the big boy. Shot up, had it blocked. Woodward had it swatted from behind. And here come the Highlanders up 2. This is D, fadeaway, mid-post shot, no. And Woodward, the Saginaw Valley State baseball commit, grabs the pill. Rip drive, floater, and that's an offensive foul, and Peter Kardassis stood in there, and he'll get a milkshake on Monday.
We need Alex Westfall to throw up a milkshake graphic every time that happens, but that's what they're trained to do, and that's why they're going to be in that position all game long.
Pressure by Stoney Creek. Pass mid-post, kick, corner. Kalishaw, no. Offensive rebound, Troxel in a reset. Kardassis to the hole, had it stripped, but a foul called on Jonah McKay, who didn't love the call.
A couple of offensive rebounds already, and that is pushing Rochester Adams to kind of go to the line, and they got their first bucket off that, and here they got some more points coming off an offensive rebound.
Trey Walker had to check out, or now he'll check out. He has 2 fouls in this game already. And so that's a problem when your leading scorer and assist man is already out. He's the leading scorer and assist man last year as well. And they're without him right now. It's 4-0 Adams.
Yeah, that's a big blow to them early. But sometimes you see it where, you know, their scorer gets a little rest early and is able to come in and dominate at later times.
We'll stay tuned to that. There's a reach-in foul, and they're going to get D with the reach-in. That's the senior Will D.
That's the 5th foul in the game in a minute 24. These guys are being physical out there, and the refs are going to make sure that it doesn't stay that way.
Pretty grabby. So, Domfe Curry sends it left wing. 3-ball. Tommaso, no. And Adams dodges 2 bullets on the trip. Still pitching a shutout. To the front court with Andrzejak. And we got a whistle, and that's a travel on Jake, the 6'2 guard.
Yeah, just got a little bit too excited there. Took a little hop, step, and came down with the basketball. And as the student section from Stoney Creek is letting them know, you cannot do that. Great student sections for both schools.
Really has been. Wonderful energy. Continues to build. Up with a shot. Lost it. Going up. Might have been distracted by Troxel. Might have got a piece of that thing. Troxel, the senior starting, has it on the wing. 4-0 Highlanders. D kick, corner, three, on the way and down. Aaron Troxel, 4-3.
He's got an awkward shot, but he is not afraid to shoot it. He's already put a couple up in this game, and that one he just sinks.
And much like the girls' game, Stoney Creek down by 6 early. Cardassus to the hole and lays it in. He's got 6, and Stoney Creek wants timeout in the arena. We'll take it with them. All Adams early in the O.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 300,000 participants here in Michigan who take part in high school sports.
Nine 0. 5:15 left. Stoney trying to get something going. They're 0 of 4 from the floor, and they've turned it over a couple times. Turning the corners, McKay, and a whistle and a foul as Stoney spreads it, and this is what they like to do under Coach Jeff Olin.
Yeah, they finally get some action going towards the rim. The first couple shots have been deep three-pointers, which any coach will tell you, we can take those anytime. Go to the rim, let's create some space.
Tyree Smith is checked in. Dish down low, Evan Woodward, the big boy up, no. Had a double-double versus Rochester. In the win the last time out. They played him on Tuesday and beat him.
And there you see him high pointing that offensive rebound, not dribbling the ball, not taking it back down, just putting it right back up and drawing the contact. Smart basketball play.
That is the second foul on Peter Cardassus, so that's something to note.
I mean, Rochester Adams is only one foul away from putting Stoney Creek in the bonus.
Both free throws are good, so the Cougars waiting for their first field goal get on the board, and they're down a touchdown early. But they do break the seal. Andrzejak ahead. Laying good, that's Jake Andrzejak.
Andrzejak just puts the ball on his hip like a fullback and is able to cut down the lane and lay it up.
Free throw line jumper good. That's Tyree Smith, who had 24 points earlier this year. His brother Trevor Smith is the all-time leading scorer here at Stoney Creek and is playing at Saginaw Valley State.
Yeah, you can tell that man has a pretty jump shot.
Yeah. Cardassus in trouble, gives it up to his fellow backcourt mate D. Right corner, open three, air biscuit. Boarded by Smith on the run. The junior, pull up, splash city, and Smith with a quick couple. And the Cougars have cut it to 4 just like that.
Yeah, Smith is getting hot.
Andrzejak again behind the defense, but nothing to score of it.
Yeah, Troxel's pass a little bit errant there. That could have been an easy layup. The push off.
That's on D. That's his second foul. So D with 2, Cardassus with 2. Foul trouble, a storyline early. You'll recall Walker, the second, is still on the bench for Stoney Creek with 2.
And Rochester Adams going to the bench early as well, bringing in Trent Lagarde and number 11, Luke Marcial.
So we'll see if the hero doesn't come from the bench tonight. Here comes Gideon Beers across the timeline.
Great name.
Yeah, hard to argue with that. Kick out again. This is Smith. No. Hustle in the corner, and it's going to be back to Stoney Creek thanks to the hustle.
Yeah, fake hurry there, coming down with the rebound and smart enough to throw it off a Rochester Adams player as he was going out of bounds. Coach will applaud that effort all day.
To the rack, nifty reverse, no, by Beers, the backup point guard who's playing in reserve of the foul-plagued Walker. One and done there.
Stoney Creek is just loving giving up these corner three-point shots. If Rochester Adams can start knocking them down.
Open three there, stepping into one McKay, that's no good. 1 of 5 from downtown are both teams. 2 of 10 from the floor overall for Stoney, down just 4. And that triple's long for Troxel, who's already knocked home 1. A little Xavier Simpson hook shot. It doesn't fall for Gideon Beers, who playing a little crafty game. Euro step, offensive foul called. That's Luke Marcial, the 6'5" guard. And that's going back the other way. That's the 15th foul. No free throws, but the rest of the way they're shooting 2. What are your thoughts?
That's a tough offensive foul. If we could see that replay again at the very end, the Stoney Creek defender kind of just turns his whole body and gets run over. He was definitely moving. Must have had his feet planted, though. Another quick look at it. That's a tough offensive foul.
Moved that shoulder into him a bit. The defender did. You're right. Shot, no. Fight for the board. 1 out by the fresh-faced Trent Lagarde. He'll kick to the corner.
That corner 3 is wide open every single time down the floor.
You wonder how intentional that is. Guess you got to pick your poison against this Adams team. Certainly taller. Crossover, nearly lost it. That's Colin Langdon, the 6'7" transfer from Texas. Pass is picked off. Domfe Curry ahead, up, under, Beers, got it! And the Cougs have cut it to 2 and are on a 5-0 run, and Isaiah Novak wants to talk it over.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum shifting. A 9-0 lead turns to 11-9 real quick, and the Cougars feeling good about themselves going on in to this timeout. Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Adams looking for their 13th win tonight. They're 5-6 in their league. They're coming off their best win of the year against Ferndale. And after a fast start, they led 7-0 in this game. It's been a 9-4 Cougar run stick.
Yeah, and really you just saw it there on the defensive end, clogging the lane, forcing a turnover. And this guy is unconscious taking shots.
Beers just starting to chuck him up, feeling good. Why not? Near tie-up, somehow gets back out to Domfe Curry. Under a minute to go. Stoney could tie it or take the lead. And that one's knocked out of bounds by the long, lanky Colin Langdon, one of 2 Langdon brothers. It's Colin at 6'7" and Clark, the freshman, at 6'4".
Size is definitely noticeable for Rochester Adams.
Oh, yeah. Beers, backdoor cut, laying good! He found Christos Marcellus, and we're knotted up at 11 aside. Make a wish.
Yeah, Beers has come in this game and made a difference right off the bat.
Taking advantage of the minutes with Trey Walker the third with 2 fouls. Marcial not messing around, answers with a triple. And we get a foul on the Highlanders. Now that's important. That's 5 fouls. That's 2 shots. So 5 team fouls. You get a look at the triple there by Marcial. A nice chuck.
Yeah, Marcial coming off the bench, a 6'5" guy. He's got the size advantage on pretty much anybody that's guarding him with a high release like that. Let it rain, young fella.
Beers line left, and he's nothing but nylon in the first, and the Cougs have cut it to 2 with 8.5 to go in the first quarter. It's been a 7-point lead for the Highlanders, 7-0 to start it. Split the pair, 7 seconds left, 2-point game. Adams on the run. Stoney with a foul to give. Kick out, open, 3 at the horn, no. Cannon Flynn missed it, and that will take us to the second quarter. A tight 2-point game, everything you'd think and wish for in the crosstown showdown.
Yeah, a rivalry game, so you know it's going to be tight. It was getting shaky in the beginning, but Stoney Creek has fought back. There you see the answer right there by Marcial.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
There you see the sharp-dressed Jeff Oland, assisted by Caleb Towns and Alex Estefan. Oland goes all the way back to his days at Groves, a 99 grad, proud grad, went on to Central Michigan, and he is proud that he was a part of those big Central Michigan teams under Jay Smith that did great things. They won a MAC title, went to an NCAA tournament. As we get a lay-in here, and we've got a 2-point game. Oland's really rallied his team tonight in this rivalry. He has them ready to play.
Yeah, out of that timeout, a great play call, getting some action going, some rolling to the rim, and they got a nice, easy layup to tie the ball game.
Shot, no. Stick back, no. And here come the Cougars. Tied it 2 touchdowns aside, 7:20 left. Back in there with 2 fouls is Trey Walker the third. Their leading scorer and assist man, who has yet to really do much in this ball game but foul. He has 2 fouls and nothing else to show for it. Good sign for Stoney Creek.
I was just going to say that when your best player's been on the bench and it's a tie ball game, you got to be feeling pretty good about yourself.
Colin Langdon for 3, no. Put back, rejected. Marcial at 6'5" got SWAT city'd. It'll stay with Adams, but how about the Stoney Creek Cougars believing in this building tonight?
Yeah, Christos Marcellus coming on in from the backside and getting this block on the big fella. That was a great defensive play, not to get the hand or anything.
Rip drive, Cardassis, no. Put back, no, but a foul. It's going to go on Evan Woodward. And for Woodward, that's just his first and the team's first.
Cardassis have been impressive this whole game so far. I know he didn't make that layup there, but to get your own offensive rebound and force your way to the line, pretty special.
Sure was. So line right, Peter Cardassis, Mr. Do Everything for this club. Leading rebounder, leading scorer, takes charges, called to take on the top defender. Had 24 in their best win of the year on Tuesday against Ferndale, and he knocks home 2 big ones here at the free throw line. Walker to the high post, mishandled and regathered by Marcellus. throw ahead, layup, reverser, good. And a fine play by Trent Lagarde, the 6-foot guard. And Cardassis gets a foul on the far sideline. That's 3 on number 3. And that's a problem with 6:15 left. We're going to have to see if Isaiah Novak goes and gets him, and he will.
Yeah, look at this quick layup, though, by Lagarde right there. Getting that up and on the rim, running at full speed. That is a very hard play, and he made it look super easy.
Quick 4-0 run by Adams. Cardassis goes to the bench. Lachlan Tillotson, a guy we saw in football at quarterback, will check in. And off the Stoney miss, here comes Lagarde. Left wing 3, no. Crashing glass, Tillotson, kick out Dino. Offensive rebound, blew the bunny. 3 times is not a charm for the Highlanders. Walker the other way, hot knife through butter, down the avenue to the hole. And the lead's cut in half in the arena.
And that's what Stoney Creek was missing in that first quarter. I know Beers came in and did some magic, but my goodness, that guy's quickness, his ability to split the defense is going to create opportunities for everybody else too.
Fun to watch. Left wing jumper, no. Both teams shooting around 30%. Adams a little below it. Stoney a little above it. This is Tommaso Sinicola on the all-name team. OAA red. That's where both these teams reside. Banker, no. Excuse me, Adams is in the red. Stoney in the blue. Kick in the corner, and that's a shuffle of the shoes thanks to the hard closeout by Stoney Creek. And Marcel gets busted for the walk, and that's a turnover. Just their 4th.
Good defense by Stoney Creek there. You mentioned it. That hard closeout caused him to shuffle his feet just a little bit. And he's come off the bench just looking strong, honestly.
He has. Backdoor cut, wide open. But nobody saw Marcial coming from behind. And another swat by number 11. D for 3. No, and a good checkout by McKay.
And Marcial coming on, just looking like a pure basketball player. Knocking down a 3, nice long block on that last shot.
Faye Curry with a triple that would have gave the Cougs the lead. 3 ball here, no. Both teams struggling from the long line. 1 of 8 is Stoney Creek. 2 of 13 is Adams. Rip, drive, Faye Curry kick. Back out, Tommy for 3, Splash City. Sinicola quenches. And the Cougs have the lead by 1.
Yeah, this young man came out the gate early shooting. He missed a couple, but that's not what's going to stop him. You know, shooters shoot. And Tommy's on point right now. My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
It's Isaiah Novak, the head coach for Rochester Adams, not Mike DeGeeter. Apologize for that.
I was going to say, he looks a lot like Mike DeGeeter.
Kick down left, block, lay in, no! And ripped out of there. And Stoney's put a seal on that lid, and they lead by 1 with 3.5 to go until the break.
Now Spencer Beckman has checked in the game. I want to see this big fella clear out some space on the block. Let him go to work.
6'5", 260, 33. He's got Division I football offers, and he missed the bunny and looked fairly nimble doing it.
I love that play call, him getting in the game.
Corner kick 3, no. Langdon had the big boy Beckman flying at him. and didn't feel right. Walker had it blocked from behind. That's Colin Langdon with a swat at 6'7". Back the other way, one good turn deserves another. Trey Walker the third, ahead. Sinicola for three, Splash City!
He thought about driving that, but then he saw Colin Langdon down there. He's like, you know what? I'm going to step back and shoot this three instead.
Sinicola with another connection from distance, and the Cougs have their largest lead of the game of 4.
Yeah, he must have the green light from coach. Just shoot whatever he wants.
Why not? Outside is the rotation of the zone. Late to react. 3 no good. Beckman with a big boy box out. And here come the Cougs. Oh, it's textbook at 6'5", 260.
My goodness.
That's worth watching again. High ball screen. Good luck with that. Back to Beckman. Lay-in, no. Couldn't get the rebound, and Beckman wants out. He tapped his head.
Coach is just clapping his hands. Good job, but you got to lay that off the glass, big fella. That's why the backboard's there.
He runs at the three-point shooter and scared him like a big bear. Throw ahead. McKay to the rack. Short with a shot. This is the best 2 minutes of no-scoring action I've called in a while. Man.
Yeah, McKay there, probably a little overzealous, could have pulled it out, wait for his teammates to catch up, but you know what? That's the way the game's being played right now. Just go for it.
Beckman wants out of that game. Shot up and good. That's D with a deuce. He can do a lot more of that. It's his first points of the night. And it cuts the lead in half.
It's a nice turnaround jump shot.
Pick and roll. Walker couldn't find Beckman. He wants it down low. Soft bare hands. Laying good. Oh, about it. The Big Bear found the honey hole, and the Cougars are +4. Back the other way. Langdon laying good. 24-22. 50 seconds left until the break. Beckman can't get off the court. He'll set a screen. Why not?
Coach Arlino is all the way out in the middle of the court. I thought the play had stopped, and it looked like his players thought that too on the last time.
Walker no good for 3, wide open. Lagarde again, no. And a timeout, and it's a full one. We'll take it with him. Jeff Olin says, give me a timeout. Let me get my man Beckman on the bench. We'll take it with him. What a game, 2-point game under 30 seconds to go. And how about it, Tommaso with a couple of bangers.
Does your bank make you feel like you belong there? At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, you are a member of a financial institution that serves the Catholic community, providing you with an opportunity to align your banking with your Catholic identity. You receive all the products and services you need to manage your money, and your membership helps support Catholic schools, parishes, and organizations. It's time to put your money where your faith is. Visit AllianceCatholic.com to get started today. Service, community, Catholic. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Papa Romano's and Mr. Pita of Auburn Hills. It's under new management, but with over 100 delicious pizza options. They've got pitas, salads, appetizer combinations that are mouth-watering. Come get them after the game. Come on down, give them a try. 3025 Walton Boulevard in Auburn Hills. Shot short, no. We thank our friends for supplying crew food tonight at Mr. Pita and Papa Romano's in Auburn Hills. Go find them after the ball game. Nice feed to the corner, 3 ball short. And Adams cannot find deep distance. At the horn, the 3 no good. And that's how we go to the break. We got an upset brewing in the O-Arena tonight. The home of the Golden Grizzlies hosting a beauty, Mr. Stick.
Oh, what a fun first half. I feel like it just started. It went by so fast. But yeah, both these teams playing hard. We got some unlikely heroes coming off the bench like my man Beers and Beckman for Stoney Creek, taking a 2-point lead into halftime.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, Our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Welcome back to the O-Arena. Time for the Crosstown Showdown, and it all tips off with the Stoney Creek Cougars in the house taking on their crosstown rival, the Adams Highlanders, and we welcome Columbus Williams, the first-year head coach, longtime successful coach in the state of Michigan. And, wow, it's been great getting to know you. Congratulations on the success this year. 13-3 already on the season.
Yes, thank you very much. And thanks for having me on.
You bet. Let's talk about how you've been able to put this thing together so quick. I know the cupboard wasn't bare, and you were clear with that, but to get these girls to play together and to play the way they have this season, and with so much production on both ends of the court, tip of the cap to you. How have you been able to do it?
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's just coming in and just bringing in that atmosphere of, hey, we're just going to come work. The biggest thing what you can do as a new-time basketball coach is just say, hey, we're going to play defense and focus on the defense end and let the offense kind of fall through. When I first got the team, I jumped right into it, right into tryouts, and we had a scrimmage that Saturday. And so the offense just kind of flowed. In every game, we added something more, added something more, added something more. And then it allowed me to just kind of see what the girls' strengths were and their weaknesses were, and then allowed me to get back to the drawing board and kind of design an offense that worked for them.
It's a unique combination of some youth, some experience. It's all blended together nicely. You've got a set of sisters, twins.
Yep.
What should we know about the Avezai twins and sisters?
They're a special group. They're a special family, I'll say that. Izzy's my rock, my anchor down low. She's averaging 10 rebounds, 4 or 5 blocks a game, about 8 points a game. She really holds it down for us in the middle. Her twin sister, Abby, she's still developing with everything, but she's definitely a key role player coming off the bench for us, being our 6th, 7th girl coming off the bench, and still come back in with height. So when Izzy comes out, you lose 6'2", but you come back in with about 5'11", 6 foot coming back in. And then the baby sister, Calissa, who I'm extremely excited about, and her growth this year turned into a defensive monster and coming into her own on the offensive end. She's bigger of all the sisters. It's just funny. But with her size, her length, she can guard 1 through 5 and help us out on the perimeter. So it doesn't really affect us when we have different kind of matchups night in and night out.
Let's make things clear. Things start with Sarah LaPrairie, your senior, averaging 15 points a game. She's really put it all together for you. I know she means a lot to you in this program, and she's helped sort of mend that bridge for you in your first season. How special is Sarah LaPrairie, the senior guard?
Sarah's a very special girl. I've known her since she's been maybe 8th grade, 9th grade. Been always trying to get her to come play AAU for me. But now being able to coach her senior year, she definitely has helped kind of piece this thing together for me. And she kind of knew my background and what I like to do and how I like to run and gun and really focus on the defense end. And she kind of helped bring these girls into the fold and say, hey, trust this guy, he knows what he's talking about. And you can only ask that from your senior, from your leader every night in, night out. So very thankful for her.
It was a really fast start for you guys. You got off to a fast start. You've dropped a few now, 2 of the last 3, I believe. Definitely tough competition. How have you been able to keep spirits up with the latest slide, if you will?
Yeah. So we played West Bloomfield, #1 team in the state. Can't do much to them. They're a really good basketball program. Yeah, and he does a good job over there. But then we picked up a game against Country Day. I know Amber over there very well, and it was a good test to just kind of see where we're at. And what they did to us is the pressure. It allowed us to see what a basketball team looked like, because a lot of these girls play other sports and things like that, especially Stoney Creek. So it allowed us to just kind of see where we're at. And then when we went up to Clarkson, they were a little upset with us because we came back from 10 down and beat them. So that slide kind of hurt us, but it allowed us to see where we were at as a team and allowed that adversity to go through before we get to March, which is the most important time to play your best basketball. But spirits are still high in the locker room. It was a little weird because we haven't lost. We went 10-0 for the first 10 games, and it just was one of those things that, hey, girls, we're good. One game doesn't mean anything. Teams in the NBA lose 15 games every year, or teams in college. Caitlin Clark, you look what Iowa's doing. They lost 4 games already in a tough Big Ten night in and night out. So you're going to lose games against good teams. But as long as it's good competition, you handle what you have to handle. There's no shame in taking a loss to one of the top premier teams in the state.
We're with Columbus Williams, the fine first-year head coach at Stoney Creek. He's no first-year coach, though, in high school basketball, and he's multi-talented. This is a Division I soccer player in college at Old Dominion.
Yes, Old Dominion, the Monarchs.
How cool that you're able to have played that sport and yet come here and coach basketball. Tell us about that relationship between the two sports.
So back when I was playing at Mount Clemens, back in 2002, 2001. Basketball was everything. That's what you played at Mount Clemens. But soccer was just something that just came naturally to me. And when it got time, it's not like these kids have now with all this social media and all this drive and people like yourself coming out, doing the games and things. It was more so word of mouth, and they were throwing the money at me for soccer, and it just was a sport that I just loved to play. I didn't have to think there, But basketball was always my favorite thing. I've always loved X's and O's. I was always a point guard. Played my freshman year, of course. At Mount Clemens, they all made us play freshman, even though we shouldn't have played freshman. But
the Bathers.
Yes, battling Bathers. But then that sophomore year, really got into it, and honestly, I was the floor general on the floor, and I just love doing the X's and O's. I'll even call out some of the plays for the coach and call them out. So I think that translation. Then my dad always make me watch those Bad Boy Pistons and send me tapes in college, like watch this and learn the game the right way.
God bless him.
Yeah,
taught you well.
So
last question. I want to talk about this fine facility you opened 4 years ago that's really blossoming, doing a great job. The Compound Athletics, talk about all the things that are offered there. Obviously, basketball skills and much, much more. How has this business really been able to thrive for you?
Oh, it's been great. We opened it up post-COVID. I felt the world had to come back at some point, so we took a gamble on it, and we opened it up with my partner, Paul Toko, over at Macomb, Dakota.
Sure.
And we've got a partnership with the Pistons. We do a junior Piston program. We focus truly on development. So we do a lot of things. We have our AAU program that's inside of there. We also have an indoor sand pit where we do indoor sand volleyball. We also get a lot of high-level athletes, Division I athletes, overseas pro players that come in and do those workouts. And it just gives an opportunity to find a more private gym that's closed and quiet, where there's not a lot of that outside noise or people trying to bother them for pictures and things like that. And it's just really taken off, to be able to help the community. And that's what, when I moved back home to Michigan, that's what I really wanted to dive into, is to help the community and help the younger kids, because I was blessed to be able to play at a high level. And I know what it takes to get there. So it's a way for me to kind of get back to that community and help those kids out to kind of get out of their situation and out of their neighborhoods and things like that.
Good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The well-diversified Columbus Williams. Soccer, basketball, coaching, business. Love it. Keep up the great work, sir. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're back with more on the Prep's coverage of Stoney Creek and Adams. It's the Crosstown Showdown. I'm so glad you're with us. We're back with more right after this.
Huron Valley Athletic Complex, where dreams, passion, and hard work create success.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope, we believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
My time to shine. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some jaws on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back to the Arena. Chad and Stick with you. Peter Cardassis with a hoop and the harm early. Cardassis would finish with 8 points to lead Adams. He's their leading scorer after all, but not before he would pick up his third foul. And Stoney would go on a run when he did. Insert into the game, Tyree Smith. Insert into the game, Tommaso Sinicola. And boy, he added some extra spark off that offensive line.
Yeah, he's the guy that the coach said they needed him to get it going to stand a chance in this game. And when you're looking at the stats from the first half, I mean, it's pretty much indicative of what the scoreboard's telling you. It's an even game. Both teams shooting about 25-30% from the field. Free throws about the same. Rebounds about the same. The only major difference is turnovers. Rochester Adams with 7. Stoney Creek only with 3. But other than that, this has been a pretty even ball game all across the board.
We've seen each team that's the underdog tonight go into the lead at halftime. And we also saw Stoney come back and rally and win in the girls' game. In the boys' game, what kind of setting do you see here for Stoney Creek? How do they maintain this lead in a game in which they've been really outmatched on paper?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, they really haven't even gotten their big guy going with Trey Walker. You know, he's only got 2 points right now. He's their leading scorer. But what you're seeing, your contributors like Beers coming off the bench. Beckman had a good 2-minute stretch there where he made a difference. You know, Woodward with his 6 rebounds is causing some havoc. So really just keep playing your game and keep having those guys that need to contribute stepping up and contributing. And then if you're Rochester Adams, you know, you really haven't played a bad game either up until this point. You hope a few more field goals will fall for you, but you just continue to use that size and pound them down low.
Will we see Trey Walker go off in the second half? Will we see Will D come on? And can Peter Cardassis stick around long enough with 3 fouls? Who will step up? It's the Crosstown Showdown, and we got the second half for you coming up in 30 seconds. Don't you dare go anywhere. We're the Prep.
Years of playing sports took a toll on my feet. The worst was the tear in my Achilles tendon. I went to fix my feet today, and I've been pain-free for 2 years. I'm back to pickleball 5 days a week. Amazing.
I've been fixing foot pain for decades. Don't give up hope. Call or visit Fix My Feet today.
Fix My Feet is now open in Rochester Hills, located on Rochester Road in the Target Center. Come in for a free consultation.
He is Sam Stick Day, a proud new papa. Congratulations to you again. What's it been, 2 weeks?
Exactly 2 weeks to the day.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, 4:34 this afternoon was exactly 2 weeks. Not that I'm counting.
It's awesome. Baby girls are beautiful and fun. Here's Walker stepping into a 17-footer. Air ball. But right there to have his back is Christos Marcellus with a lay-in. And the Cougars have matched their largest lead of 4.
And how many times have you seen that an air ball turn into a perfect pass down low?
Good sign for Stoney. Cardassis with a quencher, and it cuts it to 1. He's got 11, and he's clutch. He's got that gene and so much more.
Yeah, he's really the only player for Rochester Adams that's had it going for all the quarters.
The answer 3, no. How about the work over the back for another try? But Tommaso couldn't triple again.
That kid is not afraid to shoot the basketball.
No, nor is that kid. That's D from the top side, no. Walker on the run. 2-on-2. Kick. Block. No. Stick back. Yes! Christos Marcellus again. And the Cougars are +3, and Marcellus has 3 field goals in this game.
An excellent point guard ability right there by Walker, forcing all the defenders underneath the rim, then dropping off the pass. He could have passed that earlier, and they would have been able to defend it.
D for 3. Walker high in the Oakland air for that one. Tommaso feeling it. And it's knocked out of bounds into the hands of the assistant coach, Caleb Towns, who played for Jeff Oland at Siena Heights when he coached there.
I mean, they're arguably the best dressed coaching staff that we've called all the way through, right?
Sugar Sharp across the way. He's a Groves grad as Oland, along with 3 other OAA coaches, Gary Freilich and the Troy Athens head coach. 2-on-1 the other way, right block lay-in, stuffed, and wisely thrown off the leg of Marcellus. But how about the swat by number 11, who's everywhere in this third quarter?
Yeah, and he's undersized too. I mean, 33, Cannon Flynn has him by about 4 inches.
That's D getting loose. He triples. Watch out. That's his first bullseye ball of the night. He has 5, and we're knotted up at 28 with 5:40 left in the third. Pick, roll, left hand lay-in, good. Evan Woodward finishes something he had trouble doing in the first half. Good start for him. Cougs +2.
Yeah, and that was an excellent play. You called it like the perfect pick and roll.
How about this ball movement? D in near travel, back to Cardassis, 4-3, Splash City. Oh, Peter, he's got 2 touchdowns, and the Highlanders are +1.
Yeah, fading to his left, able to sink that 3-pointer. That's a tough shot, but he is just a smooth basketball player. And this guy unconscious, man.
D wins out the rebound over the 6'4" big for Stoney. Cardassis left block. Letting them play. No. Walker 1-on-1 the other way to the hole. Lay it good. And Stoney regains this back and forth battle they call the Crosstown Showdown.
Yeah, and that's what you were missing in the first half, pretty much when Trey Walker went out in that first quarter with his foul trouble.
D knifing his way through. Finds the open man. Marcial in the corner. No good. Walker with just 4 points in this game. Setting up his teammates. He's the top assist man. And he has 6 rebounds in the game. Banker no good. Off the mark for Christos Marcellus. Cardassis show and go. Lost it out of bounds on his own. And that goes back to Stoney, who makes some substitutions. Beers back in. 3 make it 4. Cougars check out.
Yeah, Beckman back in the ball game as well. So they're going with a wholesale change here early in the third quarter.
Tyree Smith also checking in, along with Jonah McKay. Rip, drive, Beckman to Beers. Right wing three, McKay, no money. And the big boy rebound by Cannon Flynn at 6'4". Top side three, Flynn, bang. Adams by 2.
Yeah, that was a great find by Marcial, too. He was all the way underneath the hoop and was able to throw it out to the top.
The answer 3, no, and a foul over the back on Jonah McKay. That'll be his second foul, and that'll be the team's first of the second half.
Yeah, see that beautiful find right there, all the way under the rim to the top of the key for the three-pointer. Number 33, Cannon Flynn. I hear the crowd chanting he's a freshman.
Yeah, they need the threes to fall. That is part of this team's identity. And that's one of their guys that can really get it going. Fade away, no. Stick back, no. Third time, not a charm. And the fourth time won't happen. Throw ahead from Smith. And the lay-in, no, for Dom Fay Curry, who was in a tough spot.
Yeah, Marcellus right there. Or Marcial, I'm sorry.
Cardassis from the Golden Grizzlies' right lobe. No good. All alone, Fay Curry. Splash City. Cougars by 1, 2:20 to go in the third. What a game.
Yeah, he had time to go up to the concession stand, grab some popcorn, set his feet.
Dino Cardassis has his back. He's got 16 to go with 5 rebounds now.
Yeah, he has had a heck of a game. Always seems to be in the right spot at the right time.
Tyree Smith cut off. Fine defense by Marcial. Beers for 3. Splash City. Gideon Beers, the backup point guard, playing prime minutes. And the Cougs are back in the lead by 2 with 95 seconds left.
Yeah, Trey Walker went out of the game early, and that gave Beers a chance to get into some rhythm.
As he ever. Beers was 6, a couple of quenchers from distance. D in trouble. Gives it up for the greater good. Flynn's long with a 3. And here comes Stoney by 2, minute 10 left. Beers not shy, 17-footer. And it's silky smooth when it hits the lips. Cougars are +4.
He's so good. It's so fun to watch him play. He's creative, and now his shot's falling too.
Give him 8.
Look at him clamping up on defense, sorry.
No, he's feeling it. He's checking Cardassis too. D for 3. No. Rebound Beckman. Stoney feeling it, +4. Looking for maybe their largest lead. And Beers with a careless pass. And the jump ball is going to go the other way with 35 seconds left. Hockey line change. 4 new Cougars in, 2 new Highlanders in.
And there you see Beers just pulling up from behind the three-point line. Unconscious, that young man. But I got to give a lot of credit to Cardassis for diving on the floor right there and saving that possession for Rochester Adams. He gave an all-out effort. Looks like we got a player heading to the locker room, 21, Trey Smith.
Keep an eye on that.
He's running there, so you know what that means.
Yep. Floater in the paint. No charge. Woodward tried to take it and get a milkshake. It didn't happen there.
Nice cut.
Up, under, short corner, hook shot, tough luck miss on the arena rims. Cougars by 2, 2 seconds, buzzer, 3, no. And it's the Cougars who will take a 2-point lead still into the final quarter. Here we go down the stretch, anybody's game stick.
Oh man, this game has been going by so fast. We've been seeing a lot of intense basketball, and there's that man, Luke Marcial, making an impact so far on this game. My time to shine, he took over.
Got it, splash! Mad Cat will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Ah, yes, the OAA Blue is where Stoney Creek resides out of. And there you see them, 7 out of 8. Not their best year. 4-9 in league play, 5-13 overall. But I'll tell you what, Jeff Oland has these guys believing. And they did knock off Berkeley by 15 in their own building a couple weeks ago. You look on the other side, the OAA Red, the best in Oakland County. And it's Adams right in the middle of the pack, coming off a win over Ferndale, the third best team in the league, and the reigning state champions in Division II back on Tuesday.
Yeah, and Adams said, you know, when they had that come to Jesus meeting in the locker room is what they called it. Coach just wanted to let them know, listen, we can beat anybody, but we can lose to anybody if you take your eye off the prize.
That's right. It's been a resilient team, something Isaiah Novak really liked. There's a steal there. Cardassis ahead. And Lagarde is fouled hard going up. And he'll have a chance to tie this game in the quarter's opening 20 seconds.
Yeah, but that's a good foul by Marcellus, not giving up an easy basket, because this is a playoff type atmosphere right here, and you do not want to give up an easy 2 points.
So line left. And Lagarde gets the first one to fall. There you see Isaiah Novak, the head coach, in his first season. Coached Madison Heights Lanphier. He's a proud Bishop Foley graduate of 2005. Doing great things with this team. Jarrett Smith left after 1 year. They won a regional last year under him. Big expectations. Corner three, Splash City. Sinacola with another one. His third three-bagger of the night, and the Cougs are +3.
I love that young man just takes the ball and shoots it whenever he gets in his hand. He is not afraid of taking that big shot in the big moment.
No, sir. Whip to the right block. Langdon up, count it, and the foul. That's the big boy, Colin Langdon, scratching the surface tonight. And the transfer from Austin, Texas, has perhaps the game's biggest play to this point.
Yeah, and the coach brought up just him adapting to a team, coming to it. It's hard as a transfer, but man, he's got great footwork around the rim, and you saw it there, just nice and patient, and able to knock down the free throw as a big.
Big body at 6'7", near steal there. 2-on-1 developing after the gamble, and the block by Cardassis. Into Sinacola, and a foul off the ball.
Yeah, Will D was reaching in there, got a little bit too much of the arm. But man, active hands by Rochester Adams right now down low. You'll get a look at the nice block by Cardassis.
That's the third foul on D. So D and Cardassis both with 3 fouls, Stick. The man here, Trey Walker, was in foul trouble early, but not now. Stolen by Cardassis. Finds the left wing, threw it away, 2-on-1. Walker all the way against D, and he draws the foul, and that's the 4th on Will D.
Yeah, he picked up 2 right there in a short amount of time, and that's going to send him to the bench. Yeah, that is a clear foul. But once again, a nice foul. You don't want that breakaway foul. And you know what? There's 6 minutes left in the ball game. I think coach is going to trust him enough to put him back on the court at some point. It's more important to keep those buckets off the scoreboard.
Coach Jeff Oland talked about the close loss to Notre Dame Prep. Just a 4-point loss there was a good sign, says we don't believe in those kinds of wins. But look, we knocked off Rochester, beat Berkeley. We believe we can do it. We had a rough start to the year. But I got an upbeat team, the guys that work hard. And look, this guy knows how to win, Jeff Oland, and he's got him playing right now, up by 2, taking care of the basketball stick. 9 turnovers to 4, they're +5. Cardassis! from downtown Rochester. And the Highlanders are +1. Cardassis with 19.
Where would they be without Cardassis tonight? And we had a great angle at that shot. It was dead on right from it when it lifted his hand.
Turnover there. Might have jinxed the turnover savviness. Pull up, 16-footer, no, but a foul. Tommaso got a little too close for comfort, and he got busted for it.
Yeah, and that's a tough foul. He really didn't even have to do it. The shot was already off, and then he ran into his body. And that's just a tough, tough foul, sending a good free throw shooter to a line. Look at this shot. Cardassis just right in the defender's face, too.
He's a good one, and so is Lagarde from the free throw line, 80% on the year.
Not the guy you want to be sending there.
12 points per game, second leading scorer on the team. Stoney will send their big to the bench for a rest. Evan Woodward. Free throws are good. Highlanders by 3, just under 6 to go in this game. It's been a wonderful matchup. Back and forth. Stony Creek has led for most of it. Rochester, the favorite, coming in 12-6. Stoney came in 5-13, but throw it out the windows. This is the crosstown showdown, and anything can happen. Rip, drive, Walker, off the glass, no. Offensive rebound and a reset for McKay. Kick out 3, short by Dom. Back the other way, 3, no. Langdon out of bounds, back to the Cougs.
I like that find, though, right there by Trent Lagarde, finding the big man, Luke Marcial. He had another guy to the right, but was able to no-look it to the left for the wide-open 3. That was a good offensive set.
Really was. In and out of trouble. Big boy Beckman blocked from behind. Lachlan Tillotson with a slam. They went head-to-head in football, those two. Cardassis had it blocked the other way, thanks to Dom Fay Curry. One good trick deserves another. How about that?
Yeah, Cardassis looking for the foul on that play.
Corner 3 long. Tyree Smith with a rebound. He's back on the court. That's a good sign. Stick told you he left momentarily. Fay Curry for 3, no. Steal the other way, thanks to the hustle from McKay, and an offensive foul. And that's going to go on Tyree Smith. Guess who? Cardassis collected another milkshake.
Just throw it on the tab. Everybody's getting milkshakes tonight. And that is a great charge to take. And there you see you get a nice look at the block by Lachlan Tillotson. But, man, this is a great charge to take right there in the open court when a layup was about to come.
Cardassis has owed so many milkshakes. Isaiah Novak said, I'll just get you a steak.
Yeah, he took 3 that one game.
Yeah. Banker up and good. How about Lagarde? Trenton Lagarde coming to life. A dozen a game, and he might have the biggest bucket so far. It's a 5-point lead, the largest for the Highlanders.
Yeah, you see Woodward getting ready to check back in. Stony Creek feeling the game slipping away a little, getting all their best players back out on the court.
Yep. Walker backs it out patiently. Speed versus size perhaps here. Walker against the big boy to the hole, had it blocked. Throw ahead, Lagarde, lay in, good. Highlanders by 7, and Jeff Oland wants timeout in the arena and an explanation as well. Here come the Highlanders, full head of steam. Lagarde with a runner and go.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun. Didn't it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The Highlanders, middle of the pack in that very talented OAA Red Division I. And you might recall Spencer Littleson, former Detroit Piston for a minute, Toledo Rocket, originally at Duquesne, did some good things for Todd Kowalczyk and Toledo before going undrafted, but joining the Pistons as a Summer League signee. He went to Adams, had a fine career. Pull-up 17-footer, and that is a big bucket and a timely one from Tyree.
Yeah, and he's had a couple of those this game, especially in the first half. He got hot and went on a 5-0 run, I believe, by himself.
7 points for Smith, brother of Trevor Smith, the all-time leading scorer. Stoney Creek history, playing up in Saginaw. Stoney wants an explanation here. There's the Highlander student section.
And they're getting into it.
Open for three, and Lagarde with the biggest of the night, a three-bagger. And it's an 8-point lead, the largest for Adams.
And he gave a nice little wave to the student section of Stoney Creek.
No foul called there. Jeff Olin can't believe it. Lagarde the other way, draws the foul. And oh boy.
Yeah, Olin, it's one of those things where he may just be trying to get teed up to get his team motivated and get them in the game, but he is giving it to the officials. Saying his players are getting hacked and they're not getting the call. But tell you what, Rochester Adams is out here hitting the shots, and there's that little wave to the Stoney Creek student section.
There's foul called the other way. A rare miss at the free throw line for Trent Lagarde. Stoney needing instant offense now with 2:20 left, facing their largest obstacle of the night, down by 9. They will check back into the game Tommaso Sinicola. He's responsible for 3 triples tonight, and he's the leading scorer for Stoney. A guy they said needed to step up, and they needed him as that second guy. But their first guy, Walker, hasn't really been able to use the offense to his advantage tonight.
Yeah, that was a smart play by Walker there. He had Marcella on the back of his hip and was able to slow down and take the bump and get the foul. But that's not exactly what you need to be doing on offense right now. The fouls are nice, but you got to be putting the ball in the hoop.
One more foul to give, just 3 team fouls for Adams. Tight man-to-man here, spin to the hole, Cardassis with a block. And the G of the game candidate will clear ahead to the other candidate, Lagarde. Kick, corner, southpaw 3, bang. That's Marcial, and that might have turned the lights out on the Cougars tonight in the arena.
Yeah, they have come alive here in this fourth quarter, not only offensively, but defensively too.
9 threes in this game now. Missed shot, down 12, 90 seconds left. And Adams has really controlled this fourth quarter, Stick, and done what most thought they would do earlier in this game. Got to give Stoney a ton of credit, though, for sticking around and battling most this night.
Oh, it's been a super entertaining game. I mean, starting the fourth quarter, you couldn't tell me who was going to win this game. But, yeah, Rochester Adams has put their staple on it.
Trying to put a cherry on it there. No, Walker rips it away, and Cardassis will get busted for the block. That's his 4th. He's 1 rebound shy of a double-double. That's non-shooting. That's the Stoney Creek Cougars. Trevor Smith, who we talked about, one of their best players, doing great things up at Saginaw Valley. Redshirt sophomore, all-time leading scorer. Originally was at Grand Valley, and on his way at Saginaw doing good things. Timeout on the floor with 57 seconds left. this has been a night of good basketball. It started with the girls in this crosstown showdown, a 2-point lead at the half, overcome by the favorite in Stoney Creek to win the game. And then on this side, Adams has really come through and shined through in this second half, Stick, with that 3 ball.
Yeah, they've been able to knock down the big shots and also get those big defensive plays. A couple of blocks, 14 assists for Rochester Adams to only 9 for Stoney Creek. Those are big deals, and 9 total blocks for Rochester Adams as well. Game-changing plays.
Yep. Stoney Creek needs instant offense here and to fire away. There's a fire away. That's a 3. That's no good. That's from Kobe Rauner. And the Highlanders don't have to shoot it now.
Yeah, Stoney Creek brought in all their subs to get some playing time and to get some experience against a team like Rochester Adams.
It's Rishab Rao guilty of the foul. We'll have our G of the game after this one. As there you see Isaiah Novak making some substitutions, giving some fellas a chance to play. Cardassis a well-deserved rest.
He's got to be the G of the game, right?
Yeah, and no doubt.
I mean, he put in 4 solid quarters today. Lagarde is another guy, though, that's in the conversation, but almost a double-double with 19 points, 9 rebounds, some assists. I know he's got some blocks mixed in there as well, diving on the floor, saving loose balls. Definitely not only the G of the game, but the hustler of the game, too.
Yep. Final score will not indicate what this game was all about. This has been a 1-2 possession game. The entire contest up until the final couple minutes. And some players into the contest. Kobe Rauner. Dom Alt also into the game. There's a steal by Mark Banaub. Back out, Marcus Edgar. Kick out 3. Clark Langdon, Splash City. That's a freshman at 6'4". The brother of Colin, the transfer from Texas. 3 at the buzzer, and the answer's good. How about it? Dom Alt with a 3 to make your final score. Rochester Adams 64, Stoney Creek 50. Again, the score doesn't indicate what a fabulous event and night and contest this was.
Yeah, the Crosstown Showdown definitely showed out tonight. Both games, the girls' game was excellent. This game was so much fun to call and fast-paced. We love those fast-paced, all-out games where kids are just giving it everything that they have.
All right, our G of the game is next. Don't go anywhere. We've got highlights, stats, and much, much more coming up right after this.
From an ordinary idea comes a great journey. It all starts with a simple thought, a vision of something bigger, greater than what already exists. It's that spark that ignites the passion and drive to create something truly amazing. At G-Brand, we understand this journey well. We take pride in the details and perfecting every aspect of the process, regardless of how small or big they may be. Because it's more than just a design or a shirt. It's about outfitting future champions. There's something to be said about a team coming together, each member contributing their unique skills, talents, and ideas. It's that collective effort that takes a simple idea and turns it into something truly great. The process can be excruciating, with countless hours spent tirelessly reviewing every detail. But the end result is pure and so rewarding, knowing that we've created something that will inspire greatness in those who wear it. Whether they come from a savage land or a booming metropolis, whether their numbers are 2 or 2 billion, the greatest their numbers could ever become is truly to become one. That's why at G-Brand, we're more than just a clothing company. We're a movement, a community of like-minded individuals who believe in the power of coming together to make a difference. So join us on this journey as we strive to outfit future champions and inspire greatness in all that we do. G-Brand. Now that's game.
Welcome back to the O-Arena. This one's a final, and the Crosstown Showdown is in the books. The Rochester Adams Highlanders come from behind. They trailed by 2 at the break, but they win it, beating their rival, the Cougars, 64-50. The guy that really stirs the drink for Rochester Adams is to my left, Peter Cardassis. An outstanding game tonight. Look, you had foul trouble early. You were able to overcome that, overcome a lead, keep your team together. How were you able to do it?
We just had to stay true to everything we've been preaching all season. Just trust one another and move the ball on offense and then play hard on defense. At halftime, our coach wasn't happy with the way our effort and the way we defended, so we really stepped it up, got on the floor for loose balls, and just moved the basketball on offense, and it paid off.
You guys are coming off maybe your best win of the year against Ferndale earlier this week. Yeah. Was there any thoughts or talk of that and maybe coming out slower? Was there any carryover or layover because of that?
Well, we knew it was a possibility that we might come out slow like after that one, but our coach was trying to keep us like prepared in practice and like realize that it's a rival, so like anything could happen really. So I mean, we didn't really start off strong. It kind of just hit us like we expected, but we picked it up in the second half. So we're
with our G of the game, Peter Cardassis, the senior, and you do so many things well for this team: shoot, pass. But one thing maybe people don't talk about is play defense and take charges and get milkshakes. Yeah, we heard about it.
Yeah.
How about it? Tell the folks out there how much you do enjoy playing both ways and how you get milkshakes if you do a certain thing well.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing defense. It's fun. It's fun to just take your matchup personally and do everything you can to get a stop. And taking charges, yeah, our coach said at the start of the year that if you take a charge, you get a milkshake. And I think, I don't know, I was just trying to, like, set an example for teammates, too, to, like, take charges because it's really a free possession. Like, if you take a charge, they don't get the ball, you get it right back. So I just try to do that.
Milkshakes. It's hard to compete. We give you a hat, you get milkshakes for a charge. I'll trade you a milkshake for a hat. How's that? Is that
sounds good. Yeah.
All right.
No
problem. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Peter Cardassis doing great things, leading his team to victory tonight. 19 points and 1 rebound shy of a double-double. But more importantly, his team got the W tonight in the O-Arena in the Crosstown Showdown. We're coming right back with analysis from Stick as we wrap it up from the O-Arena right after this. Adams wins it tonight by 2 touchdowns against their rival.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
My time to shine, and he took over. He got it, splash! And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
This game was back and forth. There you see Cardassis, who had a great night, but it wasn't always easy. And much like we saw in the girls' game, the Stoney Creek girls had to come from behind and grit it out. Well, Adams had to grit it out on the boys' side against Stoney Creek, who came in ready to shock this great town of Rochester tonight in the O-Arena.
Yeah, they came to play, and you know what? That's a good challenge. And also coming off that big win against Ferndale, I heard you talk to Cardassis about it. It's tough to continually get up. You go West Bloomfield, you go Ferndale, and now you got a game that you're supposed to win. It's tough to keep that killer mentality. But you saw it after halftime. Coach had another talking to him, and the boys came out and did exactly what they were supposed to do and kind of blew this game wide open in the fourth quarter.
And we talked a lot about Cardassis, and he's deservedly our G of the game, but Trent Lagarde was special tonight. Their number 2 scorer really stepped up, and he was the number 2 scorer again, and really their emotional leader. He's the guy that really gave the momentum and clinched this thing late.
Yeah, he hit some big shots and had some nice passes, and you saw the intensity that he played with when he hit that big three-pointer and waved to the Stoney Creek crowd. You knew that he was feeling himself in that moment, and it's just fun for these kids to get out here, play the hard and tough that they do, and you know we got the keys to the game right here. Bring energy and toughness, and that's exactly what Rochester Adams displayed tonight.
They certainly did. A fine effort by Stoney Creek. And a classy battle between a couple of solid, strong academic institutions and athletic programs. Best of luck to Stoney Creek and Rochester Adams on both sides, the boys and the girls, as they continue their journey. Once again, Stoney Creek wins the girls' game by 14, and Adams wins the boys' game by 14 points. And so there you have it. That's it. It was fun, and we want to thank the great folks of Stoney Creek that made this possible. Brian Anderson, the ever-talented and popular and fun, friendly athletic director.
The mayor.
Stoney Creek. Yeah. Now he's got to take us out in the town. We want to go with the mayor out in the town. We want to see what this is all about. Thanks so much to Brian Anderson. Thanks so much to all the coaches for helping out. And thanks so much to our crew, a very hardworking and talented crew, captained by Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Rob Hunter, the Hunt Man on graphics tonight. Evan Westfall on replay. Sam Fisher, guy we call Fish, is on audio, just flawless tonight. No turnovers for Fish. Dylan O'Connor on a camera. Kyle Buchanan on a camera. And Chris Armani Rose, wherever he is, doing great work. He's all over the place. And we thank him for his great services. Our statistician, Noah Drury, and Austin Sonnenberg, pinch hitting for the sick Jam Jan and the estranged Pat the Stat, who's back on sabbatical tomorrow. And we thank everybody on this crew. For my partner, Sam Stick Day, my name is Chad Bush, saying so long tonight. Stoney Creek wins it on the girls' side. Adams wins it on the boys' side. Thanks so much for sticking with us in the Crosstown Showdown. Talk to you tomorrow night in the Catholic League Finals from Detroit.